stick with the trend and go with Texas on. They're loading up, Daniel.
Chris, you've had two trends this entire video. It's
Blue
Texas
Jays.
and Toronto. That's it.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with the guys from 450 Dead Center, and we are going to be doing the free agency draft. So how it's going to work is it's a snake draft, 4-round draft. We're each going to have 4 picks, and the way that we're going to choose the order is I'm going to pull up a random number generator. We're all going to pick a number 1 through 100. I should have explained that one, but I'm going to pull up a random number generator, and we're each going to pick a number. Whoever is the closest gets to pick what pick they have, if that makes sense. So say I have the closest number and I want to take the 3-4 wraparound, and that's what I do. So random number 1 to 100. We'll let Dan go first.
I'll take 92.
By the way, 42 can't take it. 42 can't take it.
Yeah, I'm taking 92 for the Jays.
Oh, that's why. I thought you were just going bold.
Oh, 92 for the Jays.
Okay.
Gotta have some reasoning for it.
Yep. You want me to go next?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am going to go with a very solid number 30 for Alejandro Kirk. I love the man.
Dang. Thick boy.
Is that your pick? Oh, I thought that was your pick.
No, I have to go with 17. Like there is no other.
Fair enough.
All right, the number is 84. So Dan you sit
Let's
92,
go,
right?
92.
You're the closest. So
Yeah.
I'm actually the farthest. So Dan, you get first pick. Which one do you want?
I'll take 2.
2? Okay.
Solid
Yeah, so I'll
pick. I would have
All
taken
right, I'm last. So
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
First pick of the
I
draft.
wanted the 3-4 too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I
want
wanted
the
the
3-4
go.
split? All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
how it's going to work is we're going to be drafting a player and a destination as well as a term. So, for example, if I want to pick Tim LaCastro to the Giants for 3 years, then you're going to get points accordingly. So we'll check back in right before the season starts, 2023, and you get 2 points if you can guess the team correctly. You get 1 point if you guess the term correctly. So how many years they get. So
We have to give a monetary value as well.
So I was thinking we might. You can say that, like, but you're not going to get points for it just because we don't know. That's a lot tougher because if Aaron Judge is the first to sign, that's when you're going to know how much these guys make, right? Because if he can make, if he makes 40, then a Trey Turner, a Dansby Swanson, they can make 30. But if Aaron Judge doesn't get a contract to 40, then these guys are not going to make 30. So I decided you can say like how much you think they're going to make, but we're not going to keep track of points for it.
Okay, sounds good.
Fair enough.
So the first pick.
First pick for me. I am gonna go with my number 1 free agent this offseason, Jacob deGrom. I'm gonna say he will be going to the Texas Rangers for a 5-year deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Rangers, he's been rumored there. That's the thing. So, I mean, it's definitely very possible.
I
That's
think
my
for
pick.
Grom too, 5 years is like pretty.
Yeah, that's the
standard
only
for
thing. I think 5 years may have been just a little much, just because he is older, right? He's like 34, something like that, right?
Yeah, he's 34. But the thing is, he probably won't sign a 4-year deal. That's why I'm thinking he's going to go 5. Just they will overpay for Jacob deGrom.
Definitely. What does it say? His market value is like what, 45? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
45.
So 45 times 5, that's a $225 million contract right there.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Worth it. Go Texas.
Oh.
All right. Dan, you got the number 2 pick.
I'm gonna go, and I don't think I've mentioned this to even Chris. So this is a brand new hot take prediction for
This
me.
guy going with like a Valdi or something.
No, I'm going with the boy Justin Verlander, and I'm going to the Mets for 3 years.
The
Oh.
Mets. Like they
Yeah,
have the
lost
money,
Degrom.
so
They have the money, and I heard he wants a Scherzer type deal, and I know
Mm.
him and Scherzer are actually buddies, and apparently they've been reaching out to each other. So
Wow.
plus, I mean, and at the end of the day, where's Kate Upton gonna want to go? Probably New York. So
Toronto.
yeah, okay, definitely.
Toronto.
But yeah, Verlander 3 years to the Mets. That's my thing.
yeah, you're right. She probably does want to go to New York. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the 3-4, the wraparound. Just because he's probably first round caliber, I'm gonna start off with Judge because I feel like it'd be a mistake.
Fair.
And I feel like I could go with the lock of locks, or I could go and I could get creative with it. I'm gonna get creative with it. I like Judge to the Rangers for 8 years.
Ooh.
Oh damn.
Okay, let
We
me
got
explain
Judge
myself.
and DeGrom on the Rangers.
Let me explain. Let me explain myself. Well, first of all, they got the 2 big contracts already, but they're not paying anybody else. Like maybe Martin Perez, where they just give him the qualifying offer, right, and he accepted it. So that's the only other guy they're remotely paying. And Judge has the power to go deep in Texas. That's like the one problem they have is they don't have a right-handed bat that can go deep. And they play in a division where there's a lot of short porches. The Crawford boxes in Houston. And the A's have a short porch in left. So I feel like it just makes a lot of sense for Judge because they're going to offer him a bag. So to me, it makes a lot of sense.
As well, like the owners of the Rangers, they're they want to spend money. They're like multi-billionaires, so it makes sense.
Okay, so but I should have said this. Once a player is drafted, you can't take the same player. Like you gotta.
I figured.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. Here
What do
we
you mean?
go.
I can't take Judge with my next pick now? Oh man.
Dang.
First pick of the second round, I'm gonna take Trey Turner.
Good pick.
To my Phils for 6 years.
Solid.
Nice. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious he wants to go to Philly. So
Yeah, but he's gonna be a Blue Jay, so whatever.
I would love for him to be a Blue Jay. I mean,
He's my number one.
It makes too much sense. Like they need a contact bat. Philly's a place where if you look at like his spray charts and stuff, like everything he hits is to the pull side, like power wise. Like he does not hit the ball the opposite way for power. And he doesn't really hit the ball the opposite way at all anyway, which is kind of a funny part to his game. You think about him as like a contact guy, but
plus you guys need a leadoff bat.
Yeah.
Like I love Schwarber, but man, he is not a leadoff guy.
I think the problem is that he demands that he hits the leadoff, right? So I think they'll probably keep him there regardless, but Turner's even a solid like number 2. Like in LA, that's what he was. He was the number 2, and he showed that he was good behind a good power bat. So I think Turner to the Phils just makes a lot of sense. Plus Harper's like recruiting him.
I'm not going to deny you, but I think with my next pick here, it's a really, really solid one I'm going here. And I've been super adamant about this ever since the free agency stuff came out. I'm saying Correa to the Dodgers. And I'm saying Correa to the Dodgers for 6 years.
Dang.
A pick.
I feel like the only problem with that is that funny enough, I just recorded a little short video today, like a kind of it's not a short, it's like an actual video, but it's kind of like a top 5 suitors for Correa. And one of the things I said Correa doesn't fit a team like the Phillies or the Dodgers. And the only thing I think that is because they have players like him, right? The Phillies don't need another power bat. The Dodgers, they don't really need another power bat. They need a guy who can get on base, who can play, put bat on ball like Turner. That's why the Dodgers, I think, are desperate to sign back Trey Turner. But Correa to the Dodgers, it's a big market, and Correa obviously is chasing a ring because he just turned down $35 million. So obviously he's chasing a ring. So Dodgers definitely not out of the possibility.
I think also the main reason I'm going with that prediction is that if he goes to the Dodgers, he's not the main guy. right, he's gonna see pitches, and I think that's such a huge thing for him because when he's surrounded in a lineup full of like studs, he's gonna get fastballs and his numbers are gonna be better, which I think is a big thing for Carlos Correa. But Chris, you're up here. Go ahead.
Okay, we're on the clock here. I am going to go with Brandon Nimmo to apparently the rumored Toronto Blue Jays on a 5-year deal.
5, okay. In my head, I was thinking I was gonna say 4, but 5's not bad either.
The thing is, you have to overpay to get people now.
Yeah,
especially for Toronto.
Especially for Toronto, it is.
We're not the Dodgers here.
Yeah, I mean, the Teoscar trade, I feel like, was just them setting themselves up to get a good lefty bat because they're so righty heavy, right? So I feel like the Teoscar trade was just a setup to get a lefty bat.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay
I back
with that.
it. I back it.
I have back-to-back picks, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Next pick. This is the guy who I want most out of free agency out of any player. Carlos Rodon.
Oh.
Yes. Big pick. Also, going north of the border.
Really?
I'm quite biased, if you can tell. Yes, he's going to get a Kevin Gausman 5-year contract.
Wow. How old is he? He's 20.
30.
He's just turning 30.
30, yeah, you're right. 30, yeah. Man.
It's going to happen.
I was about to say I'd expect him to be a longer term, but no way. Not at 30, no.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think
gets longer?
What do you think
if it's backloaded or front loaded? Sorry.
What do you think the price range is?
If you give him maybe like a 6-year deal, you could probably drop that to like high 20s, but I think 5-year is around like 30 mil.
Yeah, I'm thinking like right at that 30 is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. He's so good. And he's proven he can pitch in the American League as well. So
yes.
I want him.
Yeah, he was like had one of the highest FIPs, right? Like he had a crazy high FIP.
Something like that. He's also pitching for the Giants, so numbers are slightly down, but he's still really good.
Let me just fact check that one real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please do, so I have time to look for a guy now, because I was going to take Rodon for my next one.
You know, Daniel, Rodon's my number 1, maybe besides
Yeah, I should have known.
I would have never guessed that he was from Florida. Florida guy. Dang. FIP, let's look. He led all of baseball in FIP, 2.25.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Big strikeout guy, so I guess it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Like he's the Kevin Gausman clone. That's what basically Chris is saying here for him to come into Toronto.
Imagine the rotation of Rodon, Barrios, Manoah, Gausman.
Yeah, why don't you just sign Jacob deGrom and trade for Shohei Ohtani while you're at it? Like,
great idea. Great idea.
They have to pay Vlad at some point. Or did they pay him a while? Or did they do like a Braves thing?
No,
no, they still got pay. They got to pay him. They got to pay Bo. They got wow.
Manoah.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be interesting in a couple of years.
Dang. How many years of arbitration do those guys have left?
Oh yeah.
Like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Dang.
I know Manoah got like 4, but
yeah, he's younger. Like you're right. Yeah.
I think Biggio has 2, and Vladdy and Bo have 3.
You think they'll re-sign Biggio?
They all came up in the same year. Yes, best player.
That's Chris's favorite player.
They all have the same arbitration.
It's going to be on a cheaper deal, and he'll be a platoon guy.
Like I always loved Kevin Biggio because when the Blue Jays played in Buffalo, I was able to like go to the games and stuff like that. So I went to a few games, and Biggio was always my favorite player to watch, just because I felt like just flew everywhere, like defensively, just everywhere.
Good stuff. Best player. Plus, he'll be cheap.
Yeah,
we should just snag him up already. Give him like a 10-year deal.
We've been delaying Dan's pick for a really long time.
I got my pick finally. I got my pick.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna say Swanson.
No, actually, I'm going with the other shortstop right now. I'm going with Xander Bogaerts. And I'm going with Bogaerts to the Mariners. And I've been kind of debating on the years. I don't know the years really for Bogart. the thing is he's 30, so like I'm thinking 5 years, but I'm also thinking Seattle's gonna have to pay a little extra, so I'm gonna go 6.
6, okay.
Give him more security.
Now, I actually think he is going to go to the Phillies rather than Trey Turner, which I don't want him. I don't want Xander Bogaerts just because of how awful he is defensively. But it makes a lot more sense for him to go to Philly just because, like, you know, Dombrowski just got, like, the big extension through 2027. And Dombrowski's the guy who won Bogaerts a ring practically back in 18. So,
Yep.
But
So my rationale behind it is I do think Turner's going to the Phillies. And I don't think Bogaerts is staying in Boston. I think it's pretty clear. I think if he was staying in Boston, the deal would have been done already.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair.
And Bogaerts is in the point of his career where he's starting to ring chase. You know, he's 30, so he's got years left, but he doesn't have that many years left, right? So he's not going to go to some rebuilding team. Mariners are very open on the market for a shortstop. I think it's a perfect fit. I think as well in that lineup, I mean, him, J-Rod, Teoscar, Ty France would be a kind of a sick combo there.
Yeah, Ty France, one of my favorites. Love watching him.
Yeah, but to repeat, just I'm saying Bogaerts, Mariners, 6 years.
Awesome. All right, wait, does that mean it's my pick now, right? We got the 9th and 10th pick. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of options here. I have one I definitely want to do, but I think it's gonna be my last pick. You know, gotta go for the value. But 9, I feel like it'd be criminal to leave Dansby Swanson out of the top 3. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Dansby to the Giants for 7 years.
Ooh,
that's bold.
Yeah, I like Dansby to the Giants just because I feel like Dansby has, when he's right, he has really good oppo power, and that's like, you know, if you're gonna go deep in Oracle Park, you gotta go to right field. So, and he's the
if you're gonna go anywhere in Oracle Park, you gotta go deep. Like if you're gonna go deep anywhere in Oracle Park, you gotta have power.
Yeah. So, but if you look at it, Giants are like one of the worst defensive teams in baseball last year, and Brandon Crawford's at the end of his career. So, Dansby to the Giants, start that, not that rebuild, but more like that retool. And if they get Judge too, then have at it. Go take over the NL West. Go do your thing. So, I got back-to-back picks, don't I?
Yeah, you got back. Is this the 4th round? This is your last pick.
This is my last pick. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Wow.
So, my last pick, I'm going to go with the first baseman. A first baseman who has been just about as consistent as they possibly get offensively.
Prince Fielder.
No, sorry.
No? Okay, shit.
Offensively, at least. Might suck at defense, but I'm going to take Jose Abreu to the Padres for 3 years. Older guy,
Really?
not going to get a long-term deal, but just about as consistent as they possibly come. The only player who's more consistent than him is, I don't think you guys would have taken him, but is Gene Segura. Honestly, pretty similar players. Not a lot of pop, really good contact, like okay, solid defense, but not great. Just like 2 players who are okay at everything, but not phenomenal at anything. Kind of like Wander Franco, honestly.
So good. Always hurt, though.
Yeah. I like Abreu a lot. I'm a big Abreu fan. He's a wonderful fantasy pick for me every year in fantasy baseball because, like you said, he's consistent. He's gonna hit you like 260. He's gonna hit you like 20+ home runs, and he's gonna drive in a bunch of RBIs. The Padres, though, I don't even like who is the Padres first baseman.
It was Josh Bell and Brandon Drury, but they're both free agents. So
Drury had a great year.
All right, so my last pick then.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I'm going to go with a fun pick here.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a bit of an older guy, bit of a legend of the game, if you might say. I'm going to say Andrew McCutchen to the Pirates. He's going back to where it started on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I've had the exact same thing in my free agent predictions video. Exact same thing.
I like it.
I had a list of 85 free agents. I was the only one of those 85 that I had going to the Pirates.
Yeah, I think it's I don't think he's really gonna find another team to do it. If he does, it's gonna be like a Dodgers, and he's gonna be like the 4th or 5th guy in the outfield or in that position. So I'm gonna say Pirates 1 year, and he probably even gets traded at the deadline. Let's be real.
All right, last pick of the draft, Chris.
Ooh, this is honestly, I'm surprised nobody has really like said any catcher yet, because there's like not many good ones. I mean, really just Wilson Contreras. So I'm gonna go with Wilson Contreras. The team he's gonna go to. This is a tough one because there's a lot of teams that need catchers, but I'm gonna go bold here and say I'm gonna stick with the trend and go with Texas. On they're loading up, Daniel.
Chris, you've had 2 trends this entire video. It's
Blue
Texas
Jays.
and Toronto. That's it.
Well, they need to sign things. Texas on let's go with a 6-year deal.
Okay, I hate to be like a naysayer, and I feel like I've been a naysayer all video, but there is one
be a naysayer in this one. This is absolutely ridiculous.
There is one major problem I have with this one. The Rangers are fine with catching. They have 2 like decent catchers in the majors right now, and they have one of the best catcher prospects coming up already. So
who are their catchers?
they got Jonah Heim, who's like bona fide stud material already, and then they're what's the
now unless you're saying that they're gonna sign Contreras and then trade these catchers
Trade away the
more
guys.
Of course, I would think that.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
okay.
I?
I mean, they honestly
Texas.
they could and go for like a corner outfielder, trade for a good corner
And they
outfielder.
can trade for Ohtani.
Or,
Trade
like,
for Ohtani.
any pitching, because that's what they need.
They do need pitching.
I thought you were gonna go with the Cardinals, to be honest.
That's what I did.
thought.
I went with Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have been smart.
In my
but-
free agents
well.
video, I said Contreras, Cardinals. I think I said 5 years.
Yeah, you know what, Chris? I like it. Keep it bold here.
Texas. I needed a bold pick, because Nimmo's already going to sign with the Jays anyway. So.
All right, well, that's the draft. So, Mr. What do they call the NFL thing? The guy who was picked last, Mr. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I have no clue.
It's not Mr. Unanimous. It's like, Mr. Irrelevant. That's his name, Mr. Irrelevant. So, Wilson Contreras. So, good 4-round
He's
draft. Good, round of applause. Round of applause to everybody. Well, that was fun. Thanks for doing that. I really appreciate you guys. It's on both our channels, but I appreciate them coming on. Well, we hope at least I hope that we do more stuff like this in the future at some point. We will be checking back in before the 2023 season at the very least, to see who won this draft, because we got points
as well. Everyone watching from our channel, go subscribe to Sam on Sentry there. Bringing awesome content over there. Big Phillies guys, if you ever feel some Phillies fans.
Yeah, and road to 1,000 for them as well. They just hit 600, right?
Yeah.
So
yes,
beating me by a little bit. So so we can either catch up to them, or you can go sub to them as well. But thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. More off-season content coming at you at both our channels. Peace out.